let's take a look at our problem of the day. This one has really been getting some good airplay on Facebook. I've seen a lot of folks chiming in on this, and that's great. And most of you getting the right answer. In fact, I think all of you might have had the right answer. So now everybody goes looking, what's what they got on Facebook on the problem of the day? All right, let's see what happens here. It says Marci buys a computer that has been reduced from $450 to $360. What is the percent of decrease? Notice we've got a decrease going on here. So let's take a look at this thing and see where it's going to go. First of all, that's a sweet savings there. It's a really nice little substantial savings. And what we want to do is figure out what percent actually was that reduction in the computer price. So we started at $450. Guess it didn't sell, or just people thought it was a little high. And they said, let's knock it down to $360. The question is, where did that come from? In other words, what percent of decrease have we dealt with here? Well, first of all, to figure out what percent of decrease we've actually had, remember, we have to know where did we start, what is our base, and what is the actual decrease. All right, so let's look at this as kind of a two-part problem. It actually is. So first, let's go ahead and set up what we're going to look for. And anytime we have a percent problem, it works really pretty nice, is to put this part over the base, and that would equal to our percent over 100. Percent's always written divided by 100. And that's what that means, percent over 100. So we're looking for that number that's going to pop up right there. We'll call it X in a minute, because that's what's missing. That's what's missing. The other parts, where did we start from? I circled that. We started at $450. That, folks, is the base. The part is not $360. It's what? It is, what did we have for a decrease? What's the decrease in this problem? So it's the decrease over that base price. So what we need to look at, just simple, is simple subtraction here. 450 minus 360. How much money did you save? Looks like saved $90. That's pretty nice. Sweet savings. Do a lot with that. Put that number over the base. Underneath, we've still got 100 hanging on over here. We're going to go ahead and put X in for the missing lovely variable there. We want to find what is the percent. And again, the decrease is 90, so that's why it matches. We're going to look for the percent of that. Over here, 450, it's the starting point. You always have the base, as we call it the base. Some people call it total, but this case is where did you begin? Where did you begin? And there again, X over 100, that's the definition of what percent does. So let's cross multiply. This is just good old proportions, and it's very friendly. It's a very friendly problem. So let's see what happens when we cross multiply. First of all, I pick up 450 and an X. Got to put that together. They multiply, right? Over on the other side, I've got 90 times 100. Now, some of you are probably asking, Ernie, could we have dropped those zeros off and made this a little bit easier? We could, but you know, with the calculator, it's easy either way we do it, and all those zeros really do not get in the way, hopefully, with everybody. But let's see what we've got. We got 450x equaling, let's take 90 times 100. I'm getting 9,000 because I've got 3 zeros to play with here. And let's do a little division. And I say, we'll go to the calculator. I think everybody out there hopefully starts to say, oh, that looks pretty much like 90 divided by 45, and then we've got to figure out what to do with the zeros. So say we don't have a calculator. Okay, well, let's go to 450 on each part here, and that's going to take us to X equals, folks, it goes in there 20 times. Now, that is our X is equal to 20%. Now, with the 20% part, what does that mean? That means if I were to take 20% times 450, I should get back to 90, because that's what we're talking about, the decrease. Let's take a look and see if we do. So we're going to take 450, and we're going to change that percent back to a decimal, and that's going to give us 0.2. And in this situation, it's going to work out to give us, it looks like, wow, 900? Not 900. Got to remember, count that decimal place off. So 0.2 or 2/10 moves us into, and we're back. We're checked. We had a 90 cent. How about $90? How about $90 decrease on that one? And there, folks, that's your problem of the day.